Welcome to aminacademy.com. In engineering economics, let us discuss about single and equal payments factor of compound amount. The most fundamental factor in engineering economy is the one that determines the amount of money F accumulated, that is future amount accumulated after n years, that is period, from a single present worth P, with interest compound one time per year or periods. Recall that compound interest refers to interest paid on top of the interest. Therefore, if an amount P is invested at time t equals 0, the amount F1 accumulated 1 year, hence at an interest rate I percent per year will be F1 equal to P plus PI. That is, P is a present worth and PI is interest on that P. Then simplified is P bracket 1 plus I, that is factors, where the interest rate is expressed in decimal form. At the end of the second year, the amount accumulated is F2, let it be, is the amount after 1 year plus the interest from the end of the 1 year to the end of the 2 year on the entire F1. That is F2 equal F1 already calculated plus F1 with interest I, that is factorized is P bracket 1 plus I and P bracket 1 plus I into I. This is the second year. The amount F2 can be expressed as F2 equal, look at here, P is common between this one, that is P1 plus I plus I plus I squared. So, which is equal P into 1 plus 2I plus I squared, that is equal, look at here, I plus 2I plus I squared is 1 plus I whole square, that is equal P into 1 plus I whole square. Now, similarly, the amount of money accumulated at the end of the year 3 using this formula, I can write it F3 equal to F2 plus F2I. That is same procedure, we have to continue like. Now, look at here, this present value P is given for number of years. This goes up to n years. It gives the future value. Here, I is given for that. Then, cash flow diagram for a single payment factors, that is the first figure, and find F given P, that B defined P, second is given F. Here, suppose F is given, future value is given, how to find a present value? Like here, n minus 1, n minus 2 up to 0 years, it gives the present value. There's reverse action. From the preceding values, it is evident by mathematical induction that the formula can be generalized for n years, that is equal F equal to future value is equal present value into 1 plus I whole power n. The factor is called a single payment compound amount factor, but it is usually referred to as F over P factor, future to present value factor. This is the conversion factor that when multiplied by P, that yields the future amount of F and initial amount of P after n years at interest rate I. The cash flow diagram is given in figure, the first here, that is P is given, how to find F, this is a cash flow diagram. Now the formula present value equal to future value into 1 over 1 plus I whole power n, that is future into 1 plus I whole power minus 1. This is the formula, present value formula in terms of future value, that is P equal to F into 1 plus I whole power minus n. The expression is known as the single payment present worth factor or PF factor. This expression determines the present worth of P of a given future amount F after n years at interest rate I. The cash flow diagram is here. Now, therefore, look at one example to get an idea of single payment. Sandy, a manufacturing engineer, just received a year-end bonus of $10,000 that will be invested immediately. With the expectation of earning at the rate of 8% per year, Sandy hopes to take the entire amount out in exactly 20 years to pay for a family vacation that the oldest daughter is due to graduate from college. Find the amount of fund that will be available in 20 years by using. That is feature related to find. Here, the cash flow diagram is same as the figure here. This look at here. P equal to percent worth is $10,000. Future value you have to find. I is 8% per year. N is 20 years. The factor formula. Apply equation 2.2 that is given to find the future value of rounding to 4 decimals. We have f equal to p into 1 plus I whole power n. F is p is 10,000 into I is 8%, adding with 1 plus 8 over 100 equal 1.08, power n is 20 years. So this factor 1.08 power 20 is this here. Then 10,000 into this equal 46,610. Standard notation and tabulated value. Notation from FOP or factor is here we are getting this way. That is future value of $10,000 is after 20 years is 46,610. Now second things, equal payment series present worth amount. Equal payments. There is a before single payment. We are now using equal payments. The objective of this mode of investment is to find the present worth of an equal payments made at the end of every interest period for an n interest periods at an interest rate I compounded at the end of the every interest year. That means lump sum amount is not immediately invested, but every year or every month with equal gap, equal intervals, we have to pay some amount. This is called equal payment series. Look at here. Here the present amount, we know we need some amount. For that the present value you have to find. That amount is divided equally for some period, equal periods. Cash flow diagram for equal series payment is like here. Every terms you have to pay a amount A. Let P equal to present worth we need. A equal to annual equivalent M payment. Every end of the year you have to pay some equal amount, that is A. I is interest rate, N is number of interest periods. The formula to compute P is P equal to A into 1 plus I power n minus 1. That is P equal, this is equal, you write clearly here, P equal A into 1 plus I n minus 1. A company, for example, a company wants to set up a reserve which will help it is have an amount of equivalent to 18 lakhs rupees for the next 20 years towards its employees welfare measures. That means company pay 18 lakhs every year to get some good resource of money. The reserve is assumed to grow at the rate of 18% annually. Find the single payment that must be made at the reserve amount. Here, A equal to 18 lakhs, N equal to number of 20 years, I equal to 18%, then P equal to A into P over A, I N like. Look at the solution. A equal to 18 lakhs into, that is PA, for 18% 20 years factor is this 5.3837. Now which gives multiplication of 18 lakhs into 5.38 37 gives 96 lakhs 90,660. Result, a company should set up a reserve for rupees 96 lakhs 90,660, which will help it is have an amount equivalent amount of 18 lakhs for the next 20 years. That means if you reserve this money, that every year that bank pays to the company 18 lakhs for the next 20 years. That means this reserve amount should be deposited, then the company and the bank will give to the company for employee welfare this equal amount for 20 years. So far we discussed about equal payment for series present worth amount and single payment factor F over P or P over F. We have discussed detail. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.